Sure.
What is up, everybody? This is Anthony with VR 365. What is going on? It is Saturday. It is August 17th. Right now, here in the beautiful state of California, also known as the Republic of California, it is 2:24 p.m. But we have somebody joining us from across the pond. In Germany, what is going on? We have got Sebastian, America's newest millionaire.
Yes, $1 million funded on Kickstarter.
Yes, you're a millionaire. What is it like? What are you gonna do, Sebastian?
I'm going to pop quite a few beers. Cheers.
Yeah, I don't have the in-depth noise to pop on the screen for you.
Yeah,
Sorry.
right. Exactly. Unfortunately. Yeah, man. Hi there. Hi, Anthony. Hi to all the VR 365 fans. This is Sebastian from MRTV. And yeah, I'm happy to be here on the show. It's a great day today.
Yeah, so everybody that's just tuning in right now, you guys, I didn't know that this was going to happen. What happened is I went and got some lunch, and then I came back. I ate too much food. I hate it when you do that. I ate too much food. I feel like I just want to go take a nap. But I got back, right? And I went to my computer, I was in Discord, and I saw some messages from Sebastian. I was like, okay, I wonder what Sebastian's saying. And he mentioned, if you want, I can go on your show. And I was like, well, hey, why not? Dude just had a Kickstarter, and it got funded in 7 minutes. So Sebastian.
7 minutes.
Yeah, that is incredible.
I'm very happy about it. Very, very happy.
Absolutely. So, wait, let me go ahead and grab some footage from one of your Kickstarter videos. I grabbed some footage from it. This was, now I have to find it here. Yeah, so I made a shortened version where I edited a little bit out of your original Kickstarter video, and I just have some stuff kind of going on in the background. I'll just go ahead and have no volume there. But yeah, so this whole Kickstarter idea, why don't we just back up for a quick second? I don't know if you saw, I did an episode that was on Twitch where I basically was saying, is Sebastian crazy or is he crazy like a fox? And I don't know if you saw that episode.
No, I didn't see it, but I can tell you crazy like a fox.
Yeah, exactly. Crazy like a fox. Right? That's what I think.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's true.
And so I saw...
admit it.
Yeah, I saw all your Kickstarter stuff. You know, you're like right here, you're showing this office space that you're going to be moving into, and you're going to have all the headsets, and you're going to be doing all kinds of different business-related things.
That's right.
You know, it's the MRTV studios. It's just like NBC, right? Just like the Today Show.
Yeah, it's really, really amazing. So MRTV, I'm going to have my first studio. So probably for the people who don't really know all of the backstory, I'm running a YouTube channel. Probably you know that. It's called MRTV, and it's, well, I would say very, very good. And, well, I've been running this actually full time. So actually, I'm an engineer. And like 2 years ago, I thought, like, you know what? I have an amazing idea. I become a full-time YouTuber. And a VR YouTuber, yeah, full-time VR YouTuber, because VR is going to go like crazy. It's going to the moon. And well, yeah, I've been working on MRTV for the last 2 years, but unfortunately, it did not really go mainstream. And I was living off my savings for like 2 years, and unfortunately, those savings went basically very close to zero, which is very scary. I'm married, right? So I want to have children at one point in the future. It's a bit scary to have.
Don't do it, Sebastian. Don't do it. No children. Skip them. Just go ahead and skip it.
Yeah, just VR headsets, right? Yeah, right. Okay, so anyway, so yeah, the funds were going to zero, and I was thinking what to do. And I can tell you guys, no, the Kickstarter campaign is not my answer. Actually, my answer is that I'm starting a business around MRTV and around my VR expertise. So I'm doing consulting for companies. I'm going on events, like showing off VR. And I already have quite a few gigs lined up, which is amazing. So this works for sure. And the third thing is I'm opening up, I'm moving into this beautiful studio that you showed before here in your video. And I'm opening up something that's called the MRTV Experience. and people can
It's going to be better
come
than
to.
the Void, right? Better than the
It's
Void.
going to be, yeah, of course, because it has me. So the thing is, people can come to my office in Germany, and they can try out all of the VR headsets themselves. They can try the Pimax, they can try the Reverb, they can try the Valve Index, the Rift S, all the headsets that are on the market. And I believe that is some kind of market gap, or how do you call it, market niche or something? Because if you want to buy a new VR headset, well, you can't try it before you buy it, right? Probably you want to try the Pimax. Probably you want to try the Valve Index before buying, but you don't have the chance right now. Because if you go to Best Buy or Target or whatever, do they have headsets to show? No. Probably a Quest, probably a Rift S, probably they are on display, but you can't
A
really try them
Quest,
out.
a Quest may actually. You know what? Target doesn't even carry Quest. Crazy enough.
No kidding,
Yeah.
really. Oh my God, that's crazy.
All they have
So
is
you have.
PSVR. That's it.
Okay. But so you don't have a chance to actually try it yourself. And I thought, hey, I have all the headsets, right? I'm going to start a business around it. And I have this beautiful new office. Why don't I do something about it? So people can come to the MRTV experience in Germany, in Dortmund, in my town, and they can book 90 minutes slots and they can try all the VR headsets themselves.
Yeah. So are you gonna have like this? So it's almost like a VR arcade in a way because I mean
Yeah,
people can book these slots, right? So they're gonna
right,
be able to
right,
go there. They're gonna be able to book these slots. How
right.
often are you going to be open? Like 7 days a week for that? Is there certain days where you're going to be closed? Have you decided any of
Yeah.
that?
So for sure, I will be open. There will be slots on every weekend. That's for sure, Saturday and Sundays, because I believe that most people will have time to come to Dortmund on the weekend. But there's also going to be some slots at weekdays, probably Wednesday and Friday, but it's not going to be 24/7. I
Yeah, yeah.
also still need to make videos for the channel. That's my whole goal. I want to keep MRTV alive, and I want to do so staying independent, right? So I could get secretly funded by a headset company, but I don't do that because I don't like that. I want to stay independent. And that's why I'm earning my money in different ways. So I'm earning my money through the MRTV experience. I'm doing the VR consulting, and I'm going to go on VR events. So this Kickstarter is to actually pre-sell the tickets for this MRTV experience. And yeah, if people here in Europe want to visit me, and if they want to get a ticket for the experience, they can buy a ticket right now on Kickstarter. Simply go to Kickstarter.com and look for MRTV. You're going to find it. And yeah, I think that all the super early bird tickets for the MRTV experience are gone already. But I think there should be still tickets, early bird tickets, and they are priced at 34 euros, which is probably $39. And for $39, they can come to my office for 90 minutes and check out all of the VR headsets. So I believe that is a fair price.
Oh yeah, that I mean honestly, shit, if I was there, I would do it. I would do it seriously. I haven't tried a
Right?
reverb, you know. There, I haven't tried a
You're right.
reverb, so yeah. It's that is a great option. It really is a good option because think about it. All these people that are buying these headsets, like I don't want to buy a headset from Amazon, get it here, put it on, have a problem with it. I got to send it back. It kind of
Yeah, it
sucks that
sucks.
we need to
Right?
have a place that we can go to where we can try these things on. It's a good idea.
Right.
Plus, you're incredibly knowledgeable. So it's like
Thank
you
you.
could show somebody, well, no,
Yeah, I'll be
seriously,
there.
like
I'll
there
be
could be,
there.
yeah, there could be somebody that is going to build a VR arcade and they want to know which headsets to go with.
For
And
example,
you have the insight, you know?
yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there. I will be really there for these 90 minutes slots. And if somebody books the 90 minute slots, comes to Dortmund, yeah, I'll be there for him and the four other people who are in the same slot. So each slot is five people. And yeah, they can ask any kind of questions. I'm going to answer all the questions. They can try all the VR headsets. And I have all the headsets, man. I have
Yeah,
all the
yeah.
headsets. And I'm getting some special headsets. Like I bought the Virtual Boy, the Nintendo Virtual Boy, just to show it off in the MRTV experience. I'm going to get the Stavia One. It's going to be in the MRTV experience. So is definitely really for people who are living in Europe. Come to the MRTV experience. You can get a ticket now for much cheaper if you pledge on Kickstarter. Go to Kickstarter.com, look for MRTV, and pledge for the MRTV experience.
You know, so I saw the video, like I see your video and I see this like office space that you have here.
Yeah,
And
it's
you know,
amazing.
it is. But you know, the first thing that popped into my mind is like, I wish it was on the ground floor and you had one really huge window because
Right,
I have a vision of you at a like a table, right? And
right.
you're doing the news. Like you're doing live
Oh
MRTV
yeah,
news,
and in the
and in the
background you can see
background you
people
see
walk.
people. You know, you see people with
Okay.
headsets on in the background.
Oh, that would be amazing. That's going to be like the second office. This is the
Yeah.
first office. This is the original office. And you know what? Actually, if this really is going to be like a big thing, if this works, if this business idea works, I really, really want to bring this to the United States. I have this little crazy dream that I will open MRTV experiences throughout the world. If people like that, if people like the idea, like, hey, I really want to try all of these VR headsets because at the moment there's no chance to do so, right? And even if you go to a VR arcade, there's going to be one headset type or probably two, but they won't have StarVR 1. They won't have like all these headsets, the Pimax XR. So that's why, well, I would love to expand this, but first of all, I have to make this one a hit, and I'm really happy that the Kickstarter was friggin' funded in 7 friggin' minutes.
Yeah, but let's ask you about that really quick because okay, 3,000 euros is about
Yeah,
3,300 US dollars or something like that, right?
right,
So
right.
the person might say, "Dude, Sebastian, why not 10,000 euros? Maybe you would have hit it, you know?" Or I mean, maybe you
Well,
still can. Where are you at
I
right
can.
now?
I don't even know. I haven't checked. It should be like
I can
five
check it.
thousand
I can
dollars.
check
Please,
it
please check
actually.
it.
Okay,
Please check it.
so hold on here. We're going to switch to the
The
webinal.
webby, the webby browser, the
Yeah,
webby
the
browser.
webby browser. Okay, here we are. We got you on the screen too. And I'm going to
Okay, that's
add a
good.
new thing here and we're going to check Kickstarter. Oops, I
Kickstarter.com. Yeah.
messed up. Hold on a second.
Oh, I'm excited now because I haven't checked
Kickstarter.
for the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, I don't I saw it, but I don't want to say anything because I might have it wrong, so I don't want to get it wrong. So we're going to go to Kickstarter and then I'm going to
All
look up
right, all right.
MRTV. We'll go
MRTV.
search MRTV.
MRTV headquarter, the
Yeah, there we
campaign. Yeah,
go.
there.
There we go. Here it is. MRTV headquarters.
Wow! Yes!
5,300.
Yes!
He's a
Yes!
millionaire. He's a
Yeah!
millionaire. So
Five
Sebastian,
thousand
tell me about this.
dollars.
What color Ferrari? Do you like red? Do you like black?
Red. I'm going to get a red friggin' Ferrari,
Yeah,
man. But you know,
buddy.
yeah. So red, yeah. I'm going to get a red MRTV colored Ferrari.
Okay, so wait, let's check this out. So this is MRTV headquarters, creation of the MRTV headquarters, and you know you have your different options here. Opening party live stream, that is an option. So that's
Five
going to be October.
October 5th. Yeah, that's also
Okay.
I sold tickets for the opening party here at the MRTV headquarters. Probably there's going to be some adult beverages which have to be killed, and yeah,
The
for
Wall
all
of
the
Fame, the Wall of Fame. That's a great idea. You can get yourself
yeah,
posted on there so everybody can see it.
absolutely. Absolutely, and the great thing is, it's going to be on each of the MRTV videos as well. If you pledge for €10, you're going to be there.
The Super Early Bird MRTV experience. There's
Yeah,
only
that's
two
the
left. There is
wow.
only two left, ladies and gentlemen.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So for €29, if you're in Europe, you can come and yeah, I'm going to show you all the headsets in 90 minutes. It's for €29. That is what is this? Like $35. That's a friggin' steal.
Yeah, absolutely. And then you've got your early bird, the MRTV experience. You get to visit the headquarters, test VR headsets for 90 minutes.
Same thing, just a bit more expensive.
Yeah, yeah. And then there's 19 of those left. And So you got a lot of stuff going on. So it's a good idea. I mean, what did you say though about the 3,000? Like we were
All
talking
right.
about why set it for 3,000? I mean, you're up to 5,000, so that's great.
Yeah,
Do you
it's
think there's
amazing.
a do you think there's a possibility you could get to 10, baby, 10?
Oh, 10,000, man, 10,000. I don't know how to spend that money. Yeah, I think so because the campaign is only like 2 hours and 40 minutes old and still going for 14 days. You
Okay,
know,
wait, time out, Sebastian.
yeah.
So Jim Hall in chat, he's saying, dude, you're gonna need 10 grand in computers just to run all those headsets. What about that question?
Yeah, well, I already have two. I'm going to buy two more. And yeah, this is I'm using all my savings on that endeavor. So I am crazy as F,
A
right? So
fox.
I'm
You're
I'm
crazy
going
as a
to
fox.
I'm a crazy as of exactly. So I will spend all my last savings anyways. And this this Kickstarter is all I
Oh, whoops.
extend my runway. So I'm going to do it anyways. But this is going to extend my runway a lot. So these $5,000 they will extend my runway for 5 months because like the rent that I have to pay
Dude,
for the
yeah, yeah,
beautiful
yeah.
office is like €1,000.
Sebastian, you are all in, man. How,
Uh,
like, it must be thrilling, but it's also got to be scary as hell, right?
it's scary as fuck. So yeah, I'm all in. So I've already spent nearly all of my savings to bring you that independent reviews because independent, that's the word, right? Not being bought by any company. So yeah, so I'm spending everything that I have left on this endeavor to do the MRTV experience. And yeah, it's crazy as F, but at
Will,
least at least later when I'm old, I can tell myself, you know what, I've tried everything. I have no regrets in life. And you know what? If I spend all my last savings, if this is going to fail, I can still work in the VR industry because people know me now. I got several offers in the VR industry to work there. I have declined them all, and they would have been great offers. They would have been great offers. And I told these people who asked me, Sebastian, come work for us. I told them, thank you so much. Perhaps in the future, if this doesn't work out, so there's still options on the table. Even if I've spent my last buck on this, even if it's going to fail, at least I've given everything.
yeah, so here's a question. I mean, just regarding like the MRTV experience. So you're going to
Yeah,
kind of be this like mercenary guy where basically you're for like Sebastian for hire, man. Like they can
yeah,
you can go out to companies. You could be an advisor for studios. You could be
right.
like an executive producer. I mean, there's a lot of things you could do. You can do
Yes.
voiceover work potentially. It's all open, right? But you're going to have to really get aggressive going after all this stuff.
Oh well, I'm kind of aggressive doing the Kickstarter. It's not easy to go out there and to tell everyone, hey, I'm doing the Kickstarter. This could have been the worst flop ever, right? If I was live today, and I will go live later again, and well, think about it. I could have gone live, and there's nothing. Nobody's pledging, right? It would have been
Yeah.
dead. It would have been dead. So it was like very risky.
So you were probably nervous at first,
Oh
right?
man, I was so nervous. I was so nervous because, well, it's a different thing making videos and people watching it for free, and then having people asking them to give you money. This is a whole different thing. It's like really scary, and so I was freaking nervous. I was freaking nervous, and there were people who were hating on me, right? Because whenever you ask for money, people will think like, "Oh, this asshole, he wants money."
Yeah.
Yeah, so I
they
was I
don't
was terrified.
realize they don't realize you're throwing in like it. I was
Everything,
surprised when the amount that you're asking because you're throwing in way more than that. That's
of
just some
course,
extra stuff that you're throwing in.
of
Like you're
course,
just
of
trying to
course.
get a few extra things. This will help you
Exactly,
out. And
it
if
will
this
help me
can
out.
bump up to 10,000 euros
That would
before
be
this is over
unbelievable.
with, that would be
Yeah,
incredible, and it
it
would
would be
really
great.
help you out on your
Totally.
road. You know.
Totally. So if anyone of the people watching wants the MRTV mug, yeah, now is the chance to get it. And if you love the MRTV channel, then totally go to the Kickstarter and yeah, support the campaign.
It's too bad you're not up and running already because of the
Yeah.
whole, Gamescom, going
Right.
on. Like, because
Yes.
some people are going to be in Germany
I
next week,
know, I
right?
know,
Yeah.
I know. But you know what? Actually, the people who are going to be at the Gamescom, they can still meet me because I'm going to be at Gamescom on Wednesday. And if they want, they can totally meet up with me.
Yeah, yeah, it's a good idea.
Yeah.
So what about what else is going on? Have you had a chance to play No Man's Sky? Have you tried that at
No,
all?
man.
What?
Man, I'm telling you, my whole life was consumed by telling people to pledge for the MRTV Kickstarter campaign. I had no chance. So, Anthony, how is No Man's Sky VR? I didn't have any chance to check anything out.
Well, that's honestly, you probably just want to avoid it altogether because
Really?
do it
Really?
well, it's just the kind of game that No Man's Sky is. It's a game you really need like a month. You need like a month. You
I
got
don't
to
have it.
dedicate yourself to No Man's Sky.
Oh,
You
okay.
need
I can't do it.
hours. It's a
I don't like
Skyrim.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can make it. I don't like these kind of games. I need like something like Beat Saber where you are in the thing right now.
Yeah, like In Death. Like you hop into In Death, you
Exactly.
get
I love in
25
depth.
minutes, you know.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
how about you? Do you have the time to invest into this kind of game?
I don't, but I am playing it and I'm checking it out. And in fact, just today I was playing. You know Gary from VR
Yeah,
Roundtable,
of
Reckoner
course.
VR. Yeah,
Very cool guy.
we were in the same game. He's in chat right now. We were playing in the same
Amazing.
game. Like we're
Hello,
walking
Gary.
around. We
Yeah.
were walking around on this planet. It looked like Mars, and we're talking back and forth to each other. It's actually
Okay.
pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Nice. That's amazing. So, with how many people can you be online at the same time? Can you meet a lot of people, or is everybody there like a player? Is it like a MMORPG or?
Yeah, no, not that. I think it's four people. I think four of your
Okay.
friends. I'm not sure. I don't know. Like maybe there's more. I don't know. There might be like other servers you go to or something. But I think it's four
Okay.
people. But it's an interesting game. Like you could
Right.
go into it in the creative mode where you just go on planets and you're just looking at planets and you're walking around planets almost like this video right here.
Oh,
You're exploring. This is not No
all
Man's
right.
Sky, it's something else, but you're just exploring like some kind of alien world, and there's
Okay.
so many different things, so many different little
Wow.
creatures, but you're a busy man. You really don't
Yeah,
have
I
time
can't do
for
it.
it, so you're
Yeah,
probably
but
not going to do it.
I believe like in my time when I was still a student, when I was like so free that I could totally spend hours and hours in games, then probably I would have checked out No Man's Sky. But like for now, like doing all these crazy things, I have no time whatsoever to do it. But are you going to play more than what you've played? Did it like capture you? Did it capture your imagination?
I wanna play more of it. I do want to play. It's a catch 22. Part of me is like, oh, I really want to keep playing this and playing this and playing this, and I want
Right,
to start a real game. But another
right,
part of me is like, dude, there's a million other games coming out. You got other stuff you got to do. So it's
exactly.
it's a catch. I wish I had a week off from work and a week off from this show. Like I wish I could just
Okay,
go off into a cabin and just play No
right,
Man's
right.
Sky for a whole week, but I can't do it.
Wow, I know. You have to do the show, and the show is great, by the way.
Thanks, I do appreciate it. So going back to the Kickstarter,
Yeah,
a
there's
great
stretch
jump
goals.
off, today. So you're going to be going live a little bit later, and you're going to do like a
Yeah,
live stream as well.
right, right. I'm going to do a live stream on MRTV probably in like 15 minutes or so.
Yeah, yeah.
So, or I'll wait a bit longer probably so you can do more of your show. But then I'm going to go live on MRTV. I'm going to tell the people about what has been going on. I'm going to tell them more about how I feel. I'm very happy, honestly speaking, because actually I didn't think that I would make like what $5,000 in like a few minutes. So
When do
this
you
is really
think?
really
Oh, go
encouraging.
go ahead. I was going to say, when do you think you're gonna like? What's the first day that you're actually going to be in there, and you're going to have like a real customer come in, and like
All right.
when is this actually going to start?
Right. So the MRTV opening party is going to take place on 5th of October. So
Okay.
so everyone who still wants to make it, there's still a few tickets left. So I think there's probably like 25 tickets left if you want to really join me at the MRTV office for the MRTV opening party.
Are you going
It's
to
going to
have a
be
little live stream from there a little bit so we
yeah,
can
sure.
see what's going
Sure.
on?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
sure. There's going to be a live stream from the opening party. Probably everybody is going to be shit-faced like shit. And it's going to be super fun. And yeah, if you still want to come, there's still a few tickets on the Kickstarter. I think like 25 tickets are left. And that was going to be amazing. And I'm going to live stream from there. Yeah. So for all the people in the US, I will do a live stream, a free live stream for like 1 hour. And the whole live stream, if you want to watch the whole live stream with lots of shit-faced people, then you can pledge €5 on the Kickstarter campaign, support the channel, and have an amazing time.
Yeah, absolutely. And then so after that, when do you think you
Oh,
actually
yeah,
are going to like
right, right.
okay.
So actually, I do want to open the MRTV experience pretty soon after the opening party. So I think in October it's going to be ready for business. I will definitely tell that to everyone on the channel before that. And yeah, it's going to be amazing, I think. So trying out all the headsets that are on the market. Yeah, come to the MRTV headquarters.
So eventually we're going to have, you know how PAX started off as a small little thing?
You know,
Eventually you're going to have the MRTV VR show in Germany, like a big grand event and everybody's going to be coming
yeah.
there.
You know what? Actually, what I'm planning to do is, my show, right? It's called MRTV Live. Normally it's Saturdays, and I'm sitting here in this little shoebox with the green screen. Of course, it's going to happen in the MRTV office, but I will also invite people to really go there when I go live and be there
A
when I go
live
live. So,
audience, a live
a live
studio
audience.
audience.
Exactly.
And then you can
Yeah.
hold up signs that say applause.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Boo.
Applause. And then you know what I imagine it? I imagine it instead of like sending super chats, the people come up to
They
me
just
and
throw
they
money at
they
you.
they throw money in my face, like Sebastian, take it.
Hey
And
Sebastian, wait, right before we leave, because I know you got to go because you're going to do your,
yeah,
your own thing, and go ahead,
right,
start
right.
it whenever you want. It's perfectly fine. But here's what I want from you to do. Okay, with your
This
nice green screen background, I want you to get a bunch of money and throw it up in the air and take a picture of yourself smiling with the money coming down because I want to
okay.
use that for my thumbnail for this when I'm
That
talking
sounds
to you.
pretty amazing. That sounds
Yeah.
pretty amazing. And yeah, I'll try to find some cash and make it happen.
Sebastian the Millionaire. I want to put that on the
Right,
title. Okay.
5,000 US dollars.
All right. Well, it sounds like they're coming for you, man. So I better
They're
let you
coming for
go.
me.
They
Yeah,
want
they
that
found me. They
money.
found me.
The IRS, the tax people, they
They,
already
they, they
want
will
their
find me for
cut.
sure.
They want their
Yes,
cut. Okay, Sebastian, it was so nice having you on. I
that was fun.
appreciate
Thank you
it.
so much for having me. And yeah, all the best for you. And hope we're going to see each other in the States or whenever you come to Germany. You're so welcome to visit the MRTV headquarters.
Yeah, I plan on it. In the next
That's
couple of
amazing.
years, I am going to
You
visit you in Germany. Swear it.
That would
I'm
be
definitely going to
amazing.
be there. It's going to
That
be
would be
fun.
so amazing.
Absolutely.
Great.
We're going to share some German beers and have a
Oh
good
yeah,
time.
that sounds like the right thing to do.
Okay, take it easy, Seabass.
Thank you, man. Bye
All right.
bye.
We'll see you.
Bye, everyone.
All right, that was our boy Sebastian. Man, that was really cool. Yeah, so this whole thing kind of caught me off guard. I wasn't actually ready for this. He told me though a week ago. I guess I just kind of forgot that his Kickstarter was coming up in about a week. And so today I was getting ready for today's episode and I just had it scheduled for noon and everything. I wasn't thinking anything special. And then a little bit before the show, Sebastian said, "Hey, man, I'm doing my whole Kickstarter thing. It opens today. It starts today. I've got a premiere, a live stream. Could you maybe delay your show a little bit?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude, no problem. No problem at all." So we delayed the show to 2:30, but I didn't know I was going to also have him on the show. So that was cool to get a little talk with Sebastian. He is definitely... Dude, he's stepping out, man. He is stepping out. He's putting it all on the line. He's actually doing something that a lot of us dream about doing, but we don't do it because we're scared. And with good reason, because it's scary. It's scary as hell. He's taking his life savings. He's at the freaking Las Vegas table, and he's just all in. He's all in. He's putting all his money in. All his cards are on the table. He's going for it with this MRTV experience thing. He's going to try to make something happen somehow, some way. And he's getting some Kickstarter money, but the amount of money that he's getting in a Kickstarter is just a small percentage. He's taking his entire life savings and he's throwing it at this. And it's going to be a major challenge. It's going to be a major challenge. It's going to be this is going to be the most difficult thing he's probably ever done in his entire life, because starting a new business like this, it's a dangerous thing. Now, if it comes together in the right way, if he's able to do enough consulting, if he's able to get people in on a steady basis using his equipment and not having the equipment break, because you have to take that, these people are coming in, people off of the street are using your equipment. You hope they treat it well. So you got all the worries. From that particular standpoint, you have all the worries of a typical arcade, a VR arcade. So you got to be cognizant of that. Of course, you've got all the computers that are running the stations that you're going to have. It kind of sounds like he's going to have basically maybe five computers that are going to be running simultaneously. So somebody can potentially try 5 different headsets that are going to be set up there. He's also going to be, I think he's going to be doing all of his recording there and like green screen and doing all of that kind of stuff. So it's going to be his main headquarters. And then he's going to try to do some consultation and possibly going to events. Maybe, he's a hired hand. He's a mercenary. He could be a speaker for companies. Not a bad idea. Not a terrible idea. I wish him the best of success. Why not? Have success. I hope everything works out great. Why not? And it's been successful for him today. His Kickstarter's gone from 3,000 euros to 5,000 euros. There's still a lot of days left, and this might work out. I plan on visiting Germany within the next couple of years, and I would like to go to MRTV headquarters. I'd like to put on that Star VR headset. He's eventually going to have a HoloLens 2 and a Magic Leap 1. I want to try them on. MRTV, baby. So anyways, that is sweet. So good luck to MRTV on that note. Okay, now let's actually get into... hold on here. I need to get my show notes back up on the screen. And let's get into the actual show that we were going to do today before all this other stuff popped off. Okay, and so we've got a number of things to talk about, but you know what? The first thing that we do got to talk about No Man's Sky. And it's funny because looking over at my notes over here, I actually did not have No Man's Sky on my notes whatsoever. I wasn't going to talk about No Man's Sky today. I had no plans to talk about it because last night I played it a tiny bit, but I didn't really get to play it very much. But guess what? Today, before the show, I actually tried the multiplayer mode for No Man's Sky for the very first time. I played with Gary. Gary came into my world, and Gary was on a planet with me, and we're running around, and we were talking about No Man's Sky. Gary showed me how to do a couple of different things that I didn't even know how to do in terms of like doing my scanner and some very basic stuff. And also, even more good news, ladies and gentlemen. So let me go ahead and back up and talk about what has gone on with me and No Man's Sky within about the last, 18 hours or so. So you might remember yesterday's episode, we were talking about all this type of stuff, and somebody in chat said, Anthony, Tyriel Wood has a nice short video that tells you how to change a couple of settings here, change a couple of settings there, and you can dramatically change your experience with No Man's Sky. So what I did last night, I went in, I altered all these different settings, I moved everything around, I turned my resolution down to 70%, I disabled all the motion smoothing, turned off all the motion smoothing. I went into the game itself. I changed the windowed mode to the lowest possible resolution, turned off this, turned off that, lowered that, changed that from ultra to standard. I did all these different tweaks, right? There's a guide that's out there. Tyriel Wood. It's a good guide. I followed it. It didn't take all that much time. But see, here's the thing. When I first had changed all these different settings, I quit out of the game, went back into the game. I quit out of Steam, went back into Steam, but I was still having performance problems. It was still kind of craptacular. And I was like, man, none of these settings did anything. What the hell? This sucks. I was kind of upset about it. But then you know what? Today, I think I did a fresh reboot of my computer, went back into No Man's Sky, and everything was looking better. So it's almost like I just needed to fully 100% close out of Steam, maybe get out of the game, like restart it properly. That's what I didn't do. And so today I went back into No Man's Sky. I was in my spaceship and I was flying through space and I was going through this gigantic asteroid field, and these asteroids were floating right by me and they looked really good. It wasn't all choppy. It wasn't all craptacular. I'm still getting a lot of reprojection. It's still not, this is nowhere near butter smooth. It is not a great running game, but the tweaks that have been made have dramatically improved the overall experience for me. And then on top of that, LOL, finally, Ant, you're a PC guy again. That is true hardcore. But then what happened? So after all of this happened, I was delaying my show until 2:30. I was watching F Reality. I was actually in the F Reality chat, and Gary was in the F Reality chat. And Gary was saying, hey, you know what? I want to go back into No Man's Sky. And I was like, let me message Gary. And I was like, Gary, dude, do you want to jump into No Man's Sky right now? And Gary was like, yeah, let's go ahead and do it. So me and Gary, it took a while. We had to do some rebooting our PCs. We were not connecting. It wasn't working. And then finally it worked. Gary got into my game. We were on a planet. It was a planet that I hadn't been to before. It was a planet that looked kind of like Mars. And so we're walking around the planet and Gary's talking to me. I'm talking to him. And I can see why that is such a cool experience to have. When you get other people in it and you can experience it together. And Gary showed me a couple of things that, like some different buttons and stuff that I didn't really know about. And of course, we're walking around looking at the scenery, and I'm asking Gary, I'm like, well, Gary, ultimately, what is this all about? And Gary's like, dude, you gotta play like the regular mode. You gotta go through the regular mode where you go through the entire story. And it tells you to go from this planet to that planet. You're on missions, you're upgrading things, you're doing all the stuff that you gotta do. And it's something I do need to do, but at the same time, this is a time sink like a mofo. It really is. It's an incredible time sink, and so that is the danger from that standpoint. It definitely is a concern from that standpoint. Okay, hold on a second. I wanted to look at chat. So Gamertag VR, what's up? Gamertag VR is in chat. Gamertag VR was on F Reality today, and so maybe we'll have to get Gamertag VR on VR 365, do an interview. It's cross-pollination everywhere. You know what? Everybody on everybody else's show, a cross-pollination, really cool. So we'll definitely have to do that at some point with Gamertag VR. You can hit me up on Discord or whatever, and we can set up an interview at some point and do the entire origin story. That would be cool. So anyways, yeah, so this is No Man's Sky. I'm going to continue to kind of bang away at it. I'm still learning all the controls. This is one of these games, you can't have a snap judgment about this, and then it's a peculiar kind of a thing, but it really is special. It really is something special. This is a major moment in the landscape of VR gaming. This is like when Fallout 4 arrived. This is like when Skyrim arrived. This is like when LA Noire arrived, maybe less so LA Noire. But this is one of those moments, like Lone Echo. You know, this is a major moment, Robo Recall. This is a major moment in the history of VR. This is the kind of game, though, you're going to have patience. You're going to have to learn the controls. There's a lot of little irritating things you're going to have to figure out. You know, one of the things that Gary told me about is the sensitivity. I turned the sensitivity from like 28 down to 12. And that is absolutely crucial. That is what you have to do. You've got to turn the sensitivity way down. That was like a big part of all the problems. So anyway, that's No Man's Sky. But you know what? We've got other stuff to talk about. There is some stuff that's going on. I mean, I know obviously No Man's Sky is the big thing, but let's go ahead and get into some other stuff. Now, I saw a very interesting post on the subreddits today that made me scratch my head. And I'm curious if it might make you guys scratch your head as well. So let me go ahead and line this up. Let me find this post here. Yeah, so so somebody had a post on the Oculus subreddit. It's titled, "The Huge Problem with the Oculus Quest and Others." The huge problem with the Oculus Quest and others. And I read this and I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? But let's go ahead and check this out. So bouncing back over to the webinar, we still got MRTV on there. I need to move him off of the screen here. Hold on, let me find my NDI source. And we're going to go ahead and move him right off of the screen there so you guys don't see that. Okay, here we go. The huge problem with Oculus Quest and others. This is a thread that was on the Oculus Quest subreddit. And let's see, can we zoom in on this a little bit? It doesn't zoom the way I would like it to zoom. Better on Mozilla, I think. But anyway, we zoomed in a little bit. Okay, so here's what this says. As someone who comes from the Nintendo Switch, I can't help but notice the lack of games which are more than 10 hours long. On the Quest, there are, according to me, basically no long games. Don't tell me 5 hours long. I want a game where one can spend hundreds or thousands of hours. This dude wants a friggin' game where he can spend hundreds or thousands of hours. Yeah, because there's games like that everywhere. Games like that are just falling out of our pockets. I mean, we are literally tripping over games every day that last hundreds and thousands of hours. Dude, what effing universe is this guy living in? There's literally like a handful of games that can last hundreds or thousands of hours. It doesn't matter what platform you're on. This is not a typical thing, bro. Get out of VR now. Run for the hills. VR is not for you, man. Look, I know we just got No Man's Sky, and you could spend hundreds, maybe hundreds, thousands. You need to seek clinical help. If you're spending thousands of hours in a game, you need to see a psychiatrist, okay? Now, you could spend hundreds, as in maybe 200 hours in No Man's Sky. I could see somebody spending 200 hours in No Man's Sky. I can see someone spending 200 hours in Skyrim. I could see somebody spending 200 hours in Fallout. You know, so there's things like this where you could potentially spend hundreds of hours. Thousands? I mean, come on. This is like the huge problem with the Oculus Quest. Can you believe this problem? I mean, this is a ridiculous problem. There's no game on the Quest that lasts 100 hours. Get the hell out of here. Like, there should not be an Oculus Quest. There's no game that lasts 100 hours. You got to be crazy. I mean, this is a little bit ridiculous. This guy, here's what I think. He says, what do you think? Too long, didn't read, or too much information, didn't read. We need longer games, 10 hours plus. Here's my suggestion. Sir Scytham, Bounce, bro. Go back to flat. VR is not for you. VR is not for you. Check back in 5 years, dude. Check back in 5 years. Although he does say, like Minecraft or Subnautica. Dude, we got Minecraft. We've got Subnautica in VR. It is called Vivecraft. It works very freaking well. And you can play Subnautica in VR. And you can play Skyrim in VR, and you can play Fallout in VR, and you can play No Man's Sky in VR. So there really aren't that many more games out there that you can go for hundreds of hours that are not in VR. There's only a handful of them. I mean, there's like endless multiplayer games that you could spend thousands of hours in that are not in VR. But anyway, bottom line, I just thought this post was a little bit ridiculous. And it made me chuckle a little bit. So I did want to talk about, and this guy, Minecraft will likely come eventually. I guess they're talking specifically about Quest, because he's saying the huge problem with the Oculus Quest and others. So yeah, I mean, Minecraft probably will come to Quest. Subnautica, I mean, you know, this is the thing when you're talking about a mobile platform that has a Snapdragon 835, it's got a limited amount of memory. Big, gigantic 1,000-hour games, maybe not necessarily ideal for an Oculus Quest. That's part of the reality too. You can do something like Orbis VR though, and you could spend hundreds of hours in Rec Room, and that is on the Quest. And Orbis VR is on the Quest, and I believe Nostos is coming to the Quest, and eventually a version of Minecraft is coming to the Quest as well. But anyway, I just thought that was kind of ridiculous. But we do have some other news. Let's see here. Let's see, where did I want to go now? Why don't we go ahead and check out... Well, let's go ahead and let's check out a brand new trailer for Zero Caliber. So let's go back over here to the standard scene here, and I'm going to throw up on the screen. So Zero Caliber, guys. Zero Caliber, a game that has been out for a very long time. It has kind of flown under the radar. There was some hype about it in the very beginning. It had a bit of hype, and then I don't know if it was like the arrival of contractors or something, but it all kind of fell apart a little bit for Zero Caliber. So let's go to the webinar here. This is Zero Caliber VR. It released on November 9th of last year. Mostly positive in the recent reviews, very positive for its overall reviews. But it kind of, I feel like when it came out, like there was that hype, and then the hype dissipated really quickly. And then, but the developer, like X-Real Games, I think they continued to bang away on this thing over and over and over again. They continued to bang at it, and they've improved it considerably since it's launched. I think there's been quite a bit of updates. And so the developer, like just August 12th, they recently had a Zero Caliber update, fixed player arm rotation, you know, all these fixed some rare crashes, fixed AI spawning, fixed a number of things like that. So a lot of fixes have been done. And what they did was they made a brand new trailer to kind of celebrate the fact that Zero Caliber is doing a lot better than it ever was. So I'm going to go ahead and bounce back over here, and we're going to check out the brand new Zero Caliber trailer and see what this game is all about. I personally have not been in Zero Caliber since those very early days, so I might have to fire it up again. Let's go ahead and check this one out. All right, so that is the new trailer for Zero Caliber, and this could be a game that maybe you played a long time ago, you kind of forgot about it, maybe check back in on it. It does look like it has improved quite a bit, so it might be worth it to go back in and give Zero Caliber another try. I know Contractors VR is kind of the big deal. I wonder what the rendered reality guys, because the rendered reality guys, this is their bag. They know these games very well. These are the games that they know inside and out. So I wonder what they think about how this game has improved over time, because I believe it has improved quite considerably over time. Okay, let's see. What else can we do? You know what? Let's go back to Steam real quick. I want to show you guys something. I talked about this the other day, but we can bring it up one more time. So 1 second here. Okay, so just the other day I was mentioning, let's go back to the webinar here. So just the other day I was mentioning that we got a release date for Downstream VR whitewater kayaking. And this is a game that I'm slightly interested in. It's coming out on August 28th. The developer is Jumpstick. So this is coming later this month. Finally got a release date for it. It's an interesting idea. So you're going to be sitting down. You're going to have a paddle in each hand, and it's whitewater rapids. And so you're going to be going through some whitewater rapids. I think it's a pretty good idea. There's going to be some multiplayer. There's some different backgrounds, some different things that you're going to be doing, different challenges and stuff. So this is Downstream VR whitewater kayaking. Now, why am I talking about it again? Because I just talked about it like a day ago. Well, because there is a brand new trailer. A brand new trailer came out for this. So let's go ahead and go back over to our standard scene here real quick. And let's go ahead and check out the brand new trailer that was just released for whitewater kayaking. Now I got to find the trailer. Here it is, brand new trailer. Let's check it out. All right, well, that is Downstream whitewater kayaking. That is coming out on August 28th. It will be interesting to see what kind of price we have for this game. Hopefully it's in kind of like the $19.99 kind of a range, 20 bucks, a little bit cheaper maybe. I think that would be a good price. And the reason I kind of say that is the competition at the exact same time that this game is coming out. The competition is thick. It is thick because you've got the DLC for Arizona Sunshine, The Damned, comes out the day before. You got Until You Fall, comes out the day before. There's other stuff. There's something big as well that's coming out this exact same day. So there's a lot of stuff that is coming out right around that time. So competition pretty fierce in late August. Hopefully this will have a pretty decent price. It'd be nice if they had a demo. A game like this could really use a demo. I wish we had more demos in VR. Okay, one thing we do like to keep track of every single day on this show. Some days we forget about it, but we do like to cover it when we can. And that, of course, is the Oculus Daily Deal. What is going on? Are there some deals to be had? Let's go ahead and check it out. So bouncing over to the Oculus store, there is a daily deal worth mentioning. It is Megaton Rainfall. So this one is going for $8. It is 40% off or 46% off. Normal price $15. You got a little over 8 hours left in this. I am a fan. I'm a fan of Megaton Rainfall. I've talked about it a million times. It's kind of a broken record. You know, the reviews, not the greatest. Not the greatest when you look at 76 ratings, 3 out of 5 stars. So many times when you go to the Oculus store and you're looking at reviews, people are handing out 4 out of 4 stars and 5 out of 5 stars like they're popsicles. They're handing them out like it's going out of style. And so if a game only has 3 stars, it's a little bit unnerving in a slight way. But you know, I like Megaton Rainfall. I like the fact that you're in these metropolis cities. Honestly, the best thing about it is the design of the alien vehicles. The developer is Pentadimensional Games, and I believe it's like one dude. I think there's one dude, one primary dude that basically made this game. And I would like to congratulate this one primary dude, because there's one thing that he absolutely executed on with flawless precision, and that is the creation, animation, sound design of the alien vehicles is incredible. These alien vehicles that are invading this world, it is War of the Worlds VR. We're actually getting a War of the Worlds VR, by the way, from some other company, but I mean, I wonder if it'll hold a candle, honestly, to Megaton Rainfall. But the one thing that I think they did so well in this game is the design of the alien vehicles, especially the sound. They sound like alien vehicles. They move like alien vehicles. Like if you could imagine there was some kind of alien race that was hovering in our galaxy, just kind of watching us. Maybe a base on the dark side of the moon, maybe anybody? A base on the dark side of the moon? Maybe the moon isn't really a moon. Maybe the moon is an artificial structure. Maybe they're analyzing what's going on this planet slowly but surely over thousands of years. And slowly but surely, they're constructing the perfect death machines. The perfect skyscraper destructors, because that's what these alien craft are capable of in Megaton Rainfall. Great sound design, great animation. Some people get into this and they're bored hella quick and they just don't see the beauty of it. Other people see the beauty of it, and then some people see the beauty of it, but they don't like the controls or it gets boring after a while. But we're talking about $8 here. We're not talking about a tremendous investment. So that is Megaton Rainfall. Okay, in other news, let's go ahead and let's go to Upload VR, actually. Let's go to Upload VR. Let me go ahead and refresh this, and let's see if they've got any new news stories. Pretty much Upload VR has been No Man's Sky, the website, basically for about a week. Pretty much every story is about No Man's Sky. So it doesn't look like we've got much of any kind of an update that is going on over here. You know, so let's go to Road to VR. Let's try Road to VR. Probably the same kind of a thing. Yep, Road to VR, so we got No Man's Sky, and we've got some old stories that we've already seen before. Well, there is another website that keeps up with stuff, and that is called Arthans. And you know, if you guys never use this website, you're probably making a mistake. I think this is a good bookmark to have, because sometimes this guy, the person that runs this website, will report on a lot of little things that other websites miss out on. So you might want to check this website out. In fact, this is where I found out that Zero Caliber VR had this brand new trailer, that they've been doing a lot of updates for Zero Caliber VR. Might be something you want to check out again. Another thing that I saw is Jopo. Yeah, Jopo. You guys know who Jopo is, right? No, I don't know anything about Jopo. But apparently, Jopo is out and available for Trover Saves the Universe. It is some kind of free update. Let's go ahead and click on it and let's see if we can find out what's going on here. Squanch Games, here it is. Okay, recently we asked people to guess a character, and oddly enough, no one guessed Jopo. Who the F is that? Yeah, who is Jopo? Which is weird, because this should have been super easy. He's the main character of Jopo Saves the Universe, dumbasses. Like, how could you guys not have known this? Jopo came out just a little bit ago, and we've been hype about the positive responses thus far. We're very excited for you to see what we've been cooking up, but in the meantime, we think it might be a good time for another playthrough. I mean, if you don't remember who Jopo is, how can you be prepared for the free... Dude, Jopo was that one irritating dude, right? I remember him. Wasn't he an irritating-ass character? So can you go into the game and now play Jopo? Seriously, update that shit. We rolled out a new patch for PC, PSVR, which includes some important bug fixes along with a limited time event. Now go load up some Jopo Saves the Universe. Oh man, you know what, guys? We might need to bounce into Jopo. I mean, we might need to bounce back into Trover Saves the Universe, because that is a cool thing. Jopo. Who would have known? So Jopo is in the mix. Are you guys playing Trover Saves the Universe? Oh, dude, MRTV, go ahead, man. Go online. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. If everybody leaves my show, it's okay. I got to go through a couple of more news stories, and then we'll be out of here. Let's see. We started at 2:30, so I'm only going to go for like another 10 minutes or so, but then we'll be over. But yeah, so there's the Trover Saves the Universe update with Jopo. You might want to check that out. In other news, Elven Assassin is coming to the Oculus Quest, so that is good news. We've heard about that, and I think that is pretty much most of the stuff that's going on. So I can save everything else. I was going to talk about Crunch Element. I was going to talk about Humans 101, and I was going to talk about Crawling of the Dead. But you know what? We can go ahead and save that for tomorrow on Sunday, twitching it up. We'll be twitching it up at high noon tomorrow, and we'll be talking about these sorts of things. Maybe some more No Man's Sky discussion. Maybe it'll be Jopo. Maybe it'll be all Jopo discussion. Jopo might be the lead story of the day tomorrow on our Twitch stream. So basically, that's going to go ahead and pretty much do it for this episode. Everybody can go ahead and bounce over to MRTV, because he is going to be thanking all of his fans for the incredible support that he did get on his Kickstarter, which is incredible. It really is. I love to see somebody that is shooting for their dreams. Hell or high water, man. He's all in, and I love that. I love somebody that is all in, so I really appreciate it. I wish MRTV all the luck in the world. I want to go to Germany. I want to check out the offices. I want to do a live stream from Germany in the MRTV offices. I want to actually do that. I think that'll be awesome, and I think it will happen within the next 700 days. I need to get a passport, and I need to get my butt over to Germany. But yeah, definitely bounce over to the MRTV channel. He's going to be live streaming very soon, and check all that out. All right, guys, I will see everybody tomorrow on Twitch at noon Pacific time. Or I might see you guys. Oh, by the way, if you're playing No Man's Sky and you want to meet up on an alien island, if you want to jump into my game, you can send me a friend's request, VR Game Rankings on Steam. Send me a friend's request. I'll accept it. And then you can potentially jump into my No Man's Sky world, or I could possibly jump into your No Man's Sky world. I do like the social aspect of that. Definitely down to do that. So go ahead and add me on Steam, folks, if you haven't already done so. All right, well, I'm out of here. I will see everybody tomorrow over there on Twitch. Good luck, Sebastian, with everything that you're doing with your streams and everything. I'll probably be talking to you soon. And everybody have a wonderful Saturday. Remember, Electronauts is free. That DJ thing is free this weekend on Oculus. I forget what it's called. And Megaton Rainfall, not a bad deal. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Take it easy. Later.